When encountering unexpected errors, it's important to systematically investigate the potential causes and solutions. Firstly, verify that the software or system is functioning as expected by checking for any known issues or recent updates. Software updates frequently address bugs or glitches that may be causing the error. Secondly, examine the error message itself for clues about the nature of the problem. Error messages often provide specific information about the component or process that failed, which can help narrow down the search for a solution. Thirdly, review the system logs or event logs for any relevant interest that might shed light on the error. Logs typically contain detailed information about system activity, including errors, warnings, and informational messages. This information can be invaluable for diagnosing the root cause of the problem. Fourthly, try restarting the software or system. A simple restart can often resolve temporary glitches or conflicts that may be causing the error. Fifthly, check the system's resource usage, such as CPU utilization, memory usage, and disk space. High resource usage can sometimes lead to errors, especially if the system is overloaded. Sixthly, verify that all necessary drivers and software components are installed and up to date. Outdated or incompatible drivers can cause a variety of problems. Seventhly, test the software or system on a different machine or environment to see if the error persists. This can help determine whether the problem is specific to the current environment or a more general issue. Eighthly, search online forums, knowledge bases, and documentation for similar error messages or problems. Other users may have encountered the same issue and found a solution. Ninthly, consult with technical support or experts who can provide assistance in diagnosing and resolving the error. Technical support professionals have specialized knowledge and tools to help troubleshoot complex problems. Tenthly, document the steps taken to troubleshoot the error and the results of each step. This documentation can be helpful for future reference and for communicating the problem to others. If the error persists, consider the possibility of a hardware problem or a more complex software issue. In such cases, it may be necessary to seek professional assistance from a qualified technician or software developer. When addressing software or system errors, consider the following points. 1. Understand the error message. The error message is the most direct clue to the issue. Analyze it carefully to understand what went wrong. The message might indicate a missing file, a corrupted setting, or a conflict with another application. 2. Check recent changes. If the error started occurring after a recent software update, hardware installation, or configuration change, this might be the source of the problem. Try reverting the changes to see if the error disappears. 3. Verify system requirements. Ensure that the software or system meets the minimum hardware and software requirements. Running software on an underpowered system can lead to errors. 4. Examine compatibility. Check if the software is compatible with the operating system and other installed applications. Incompatible software can cause conflicts and errors. 5. Look for known issues. Search online for known issues or bugs related to the software or system. The vendor or community forums might provide solutions or workarounds. 6. Test with different data. If the error occurs when processing specific data, try using different data to see if the problem persists. This can help determine if the data is corrupted or incompatible. 7. Isolate the problem. Try to isolate the problem by disabling unnecessary services or applications. This can help identify conflicts or resource constraints. 8. Use debugging tools. Use debugging tools to analyze the software's behavior and identify the source of the error. Debugging tools can provide valuable insights into the internal workings of the software. 9. Seek expert help. If you are unable to resolve the error on your own, seek expert help from a qualified technician or software developer. They have the knowledge and tools to diagnose and fix complex problems. 10. Document the process. Keep a record of the troubleshooting steps you have taken and the results. This will help you track progress and communicate the problem effectively to others. When encountering errors, it's essential to remain calm and systematic. Frustration can hinder the troubleshooting process. Take a break if needed and approach the problem with a clear mind. Remember that troubleshooting is a process of elimination. By systematically testing different solutions and analyzing the results, you can eventually identify the cause of the error and resolve it. Furthermore, when encountering an error, there are more steps to take into consideration. Firstly, examine the hardware. Check if all hardware components are properly connected and functioning correctly. Faulty hardware can cause various errors. Secondly, update drivers. Ensure that all device drivers are up to date. Outdated drivers can cause compatibility issues and errors. Thirdly, run diagnostics. Run diagnostic tools to test the hardware components. Diagnostics can help identify faulty hardware. Fourthly, check for overheating. Overheating can cause system instability and errors. Ensure that the system is properly cooled. Fifthly, scan for malware. Malware infections can cause system errors and instability. Scan the system for malware and remove any infections. Sixthly, repair the operating system. Use the operating system's repair tools to fix corrupted system files. Repairing the operating system can resolve many errors. Seventhly, reinstall software. If the error is specific to a software application, try reinstalling the software. Reinstalling software can fix corrupted files or settings. Eighthly, check network connections. If the error involves network connectivity, check the network connections. Ensure that the network cables are properly connected and that the network settings are correct. Ninthly, test with a clean boot. Perform a clean boot to start the system with minimal drivers and startup programs. This can help identify conflicts with other software. Tenthly, restore from backup. If all else fails, restore the system from a recent backup. Restoring from backup can revert the system to a previous state before the error occurred. When troubleshooting software or system errors, it's also vital to understand that the root cause may not always be obvious. Sometimes the error message is a symptom of a deeper problem. In such cases, it's essential to investigate further and consider all possibilities. Furthermore, collaboration can be a valuable asset when dealing with technical issues. Sharing information and experiences with others can lead to quicker and more effective solutions. Online forums, communities, and technical support groups can provide a wealth of knowledge and assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to others for help when you're stuck. Additionally, patience and persistence are key to successful troubleshooting. Some errors can be complex and time-consuming to resolve. Don't give up easily. Keep trying different solutions and seeking help when needed. With perseverance, you can eventually overcome the challenge and get the system back up and running. It's also good practice to document any solutions or workarounds that you find. This documentation can be helpful for future reference and for sharing with others who may encounter the same problem. Creating a knowledge base or personal troubleshooting guide can save time and effort in the long run. Remember that technology is constantly evolving. New software, hardware, and systems are being developed all the time. Keeping up with the latest trends and best practices can help you stay ahead of the curve and avoid potential problems. Continuously learning and expanding your technical knowledge is essential for staying proficient in the ever-changing world of technology. In addition to the previous points, it is also crucial to consider the environment in which the software or system is operating. Environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, and power fluctuations can affect the performance and stability of electronic devices. Ensuring that the environment is suitable for the equipment can help prevent errors and prolong its lifespan. Firstly, check the temperature. Ensure that the temperature is within the recommended operating range for the equipment. Overheating can damage components and cause errors. Secondly, monitor the humidity. High humidity can cause corrosion and short circuits. Keep the humidity within the recommended range. Thirdly, stabilize the power supply. Power fluctuations can damage equipment and cause data loss. Use a surge protector or uninterruptible power supply to stabilize the power supply. Fourthly, ensure adequate ventilation. Ensure that the equipment has adequate ventilation to prevent overheating. Fifthly, protect from dust and debris. Dust and debris can clog vents and cause overheating. Keep the equipment clean and free from dust. Sixthly, Prevent static electricity. Static electricity can damage sensitive electronic components. Use anti-static mats and wrist straps when working with electronic equipment. Seventhly, isolate from vibrations. Vibrations can damage hard drives and other components. Isolate the equipment from vibrations. Eighthly, protect from moisture. Moisture can cause corrosion and short circuits. Protect the equipment from moisture. Ninthly, use appropriate grounding. Proper grounding can prevent electrical shocks and reduce the risk of damage from electrical surges. Tenthly, maintain cleanliness. Keep the work area clean and organized to prevent accidents and errors. In addition to environmental factors, it is also important to consider security when troubleshooting technical issues. Malware infections, viruses, and hacking attempts can cause a variety of problems. Taking steps to protect the system from security threats can help prevent errors and ensure data integrity. Firstly, install antivirus software. Install and maintain up-to-date antivirus software. Antivirus software can detect and remove malware infections. Secondly, use a firewall. Use a firewall to block unauthorized access to the system. A firewall can prevent hackers from gaining access to the system. Thirdly, update software regularly. Keep all software up to date with the latest security patches. Security patches fix vulnerabilities that can be exploited by hackers. Fourthly, use strong passwords. Use strong, unique passwords for all accounts. Strong passwords make it more difficult for hackers to gain access to the system. Fifthly, be cautious of phishing scams. Be cautious of phishing scams that attempt to trick you into revealing personal information. Phishing scams can lead to identity theft and financial losses. Sixthly, backup data regularly. Backup data regularly to protect against data loss from malware infections or hardware failures. Seventhly, encrypt sensitive data. Encrypt sensitive data to protect it from unauthorized access. Encryption makes data unreadable to anyone without the decryption key. Eighthly, monitor system logs. Monitor system logs for suspicious activity. System logs can provide clues about potential security breaches. Ninthly, disable unnecessary services. Disable unnecessary services to reduce the attack surface. Unnecessary services can provide entry points for hackers. Tenthly, educate users. Educate users about security threats and best practices. Users are often the weakest link in the security chain. When facing persistent technical issues, sometimes a fresh start is the best solution. This might involve reinstalling the operating system or reverting the system to its factory settings. While this can be a time-consuming process, it can often resolve underlying issues that are difficult to diagnose or fix. However, it's important to back up all important data before taking this step, as it will erase all data on the system. Before reinstalling the operating system, consider the following points. 1. Backup data. Back up all important data to an external drive or cloud storage. Reinstalling the operating system will erase all data on the system drive. 2. Gather installation media. Gather the installation media for the operating system. This could be a DVD, USB drive, or ISO image. 3. Obtain product keys. Obtain the product keys for all software that will need to be reinstalled. Some software requires a product key to activate. 4. Identify hardware drivers. Identify the hardware drivers that will need to be installed after reinstalling the operating system. Download the drivers from the manufacturer's website. 5. Disconnect peripherals. Disconnect unnecessary peripherals from the system. This can prevent conflicts during the installation process. 6. Configure BIOS settings. Configure the BIOS settings to boot from the installation media. This may involve changing the boot order in the BIOS settings. 7. Format the system drive. Format the system drive during the installation process. This will erase all data on the system drive and prepare it for the new operating system. 8. Install the operating system. Follow the on-screen instructions to install the operating system. 9. Install drivers. Install the hardware drivers after the operating system is installed. 10. Restore data. Restore the data from the backup after the operating system and drivers are installed. When dealing with complex technical issues, it is also essential to consider the broader context and the potential impact on other systems or users. A seemingly isolated problem can sometimes have cascading effects, leading to widespread disruption. Therefore, it's crucial to communicate effectively with stakeholders and coordinate efforts to minimize the impact of the issue. In addition to technical skills, problem solving also requires strong communication and collaboration skills. The ability to articulate the problem clearly, listen to others' perspectives, and work together to find a solution is essential for success. Furthermore, emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in navigating challenging situations. Staying calm under pressure, managing stress, and maintaining a positive attitude can help to foster a productive and collaborative environment. In conclusion, troubleshooting technical issues is a multifaceted process that requires a combination of technical knowledge, problem-solving skills, communication skills, and emotional intelligence. By following a systematic approach, considering all possibilities, and collaborating with others, you can effectively diagnose and resolve even the most complex technical challenges. Retrying the process at a later time can sometimes resolve the issue if it was due to a temporary glitch or overload.